Howdy everybody, Michael Mass here, and welcome to another edition of the Disney Diner Review, your one-stop shop for everything food and foodie at Walt Disney World. And yes, we are not at Walt Disney World, and even though you've looked at the title, we're actually not at Epcot, but we are going to be talking about the best things that I have consumed this year at Epcot's Food and Wine. So come along. So yes, I'm in Oklahoma City, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about food. It doesn't mean we can't talk about Epcot. It doesn't mean we can't talk about Epcot Food and Wine, as I want to bring you my top 5 favorite things that I consumed at Epcot's Food and Wine this year. But before we get started, please tell me what your top 5 favorite things, or maybe your top 1 or 2 things that you just can't miss. Let me know down in the comments, share them with the community so they don't miss them when they go to Epcot. Let's start with number 5. Number 5 is going to be the lobster roll at the American Pavilion. This lobster roll was perfect in every way but one, and I'll let you guess here in a second, or maybe I'll just tell you here in a second. The lobster was fresh, huge chunks of lobster in the roll. Everything about the lobster roll was good, minus the fact that it wasn't big enough for me. I wish there was more there. I wish there was more lobster. I just wish it was bigger for the $8 that you're gonna spend on that lobster roll. But I do say it is one of the best things that I put in my mouth this year at Epcot's Food and Wine. Number 4, my number 4 favorite thing that I ate at Epcot's Food and Wine this year was that blended burger from the Earth Eats in the Next Eats area. Definitely worth it. Once again, this is one of those things that I wish there was more of. For $5, it was kind of a small burger, but it was really, really tasty. Everything about it was constructed well. It just all went together really well, and I wish that I had more and more of it. That's the only problem. It was so tasty, but I wanted more. So the first 2 things so far, I loved them. I really thought they were tasty, but there's just so much more I could have consumed. The number three thing that I've consumed at Epcot's Food and Wine this year was that spicy beef curry over at the Thailand Pavilion. I'm gonna tell you, I loved it. It was literally the first thing I tried at Epcot Food and Wine 2018, and I loved it. I really loved it. But here's the deal. Here's a precursor. You must love spicy food here. If you don't like spicy food, I'd probably skip it. But if you've always wanted to be adventuresome and you've never been adventuresome and you want to try new things, I definitely recommend the spicy beef curry at Thailand. If you're up for some spice and if you're up for some adventure, everything about it was constructed really well. I definitely enjoyed it, and I don't know why I didn't get back to try it again. Oh my gosh, I want that right now. We did 5, 4, 3, and we're gonna head to 2 as soon as we talk about the 3 things that I didn't consume. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get back there this year, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to try these 3 things. The first of those 3 things was that corned beef over at the Flavors from Fire. I just was recommended this like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't got a chance to get over and get that, so I really hope I get a chance to try that. If I haven't, or if I don't, then hopefully it's there next year and I'll get to try it. But the corned beef. The next up would be that cheesecake, which I had a chance. The bourbon boards and cheesecake. It's easy. It was easy for me to say that time, surprisingly enough. But the bourbon boards and cheesecake over at the Cheese Studio, I really wanted to try that, and I never got to. So once again, hopefully I either get back there or maybe it's still there next year. Maybe they bring it back. And last but not least is that teriyaki chicken bun over in Japan. I've seen so many people try it and so many people love it, and I just never got over there. I never got to try it. So those are my 3 things that I really wish I would have tried but didn't get a chance to. So now on to number 2. The number 2 thing that I recommend, and I actually think it's a must get for me, is that paella in Spain. It was chicken and chorizo on top of the paella, prepared so good. Spanish prepared paella. Oh my gosh, it was. I'm making myself hungry right now by talking about all of this stuff, but that paella at Spain was really good, really amazing. I wish I could have that right now. Now on to number 1, but first, if you like this video, guys, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. And if this is your first time here and you like me and you want to see more of me, more of my food reviews, maybe Disney tips and tricks, all of that good stuff that I do here, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there. Hit the subscribe button, and let's go to number 1. My favorite thing, my must-eat. Definitely get these when you go to Epcot Food and Wine. They're gonna be the Piggy wings. The Piggy wings! The Piggy wings from Flavor from Fire. Wow, these were so good. They are definitely a must. If you're headed to Epcot's Food and Wine and do not get to try the Piggy wings, you are cheating yourself. Now I understand if you're vegan or stuff like that, maybe you're not gonna eat the meat, I get it. But if you eat meat and you're a meat eater, you definitely, if you're a carnivore, you definitely need to try the Piggy wings at Flavor from Fire. I promise you won't regret it. They're covered with the Korean barbecue sauce. Oh my, so good, so good. Definitely get over to Flavor from Fire and try those Piggy wings. So those are my 5 things. Let's go over them again really quickly. You have number 5, the lobster roll. Number 4, I'm definitely gonna tell you to go get that blended burger from the Earth Eats. Number 3, well, you gotta go to Thailand and you're gonna get the spicy beef curry. Number 2, the paella. It's definitely a must eat. Definitely, I really enjoyed it, really loved it. Portion size is great, everything that goes along with that. And last but not least, and definitely not least, you gotta try the Piggy wings. The Piggy wings, the Piggy wings! The Piggy wings were great. Trust me on that one, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. And until next time, guys, thank you for your time. Here's to life.